world. Big up Liquid Richard. Permaban his bitch ass. Seriously, fuck you. If you continue to say Richard, whether you're a sub or not,
I'm just going to get rid of you for 24 hours.
I'm banning anybody trying to give me advice. Alright, ban everybody. Shut the fuck up.
2,500 concurrence. Well, thank you for you guys being here. It's been a fucking messy fucking week. It's been a messy week. As soon as I walked away from the show, nothing got done. Nothing got done at all. These guys couldn't organize anything. They couldn't set up a show. They couldn't fucking figure it out without me directing orders at every single person, which makes no sense. The whole role of Tommy C is to be the wrangler. He's the best wrangler. That's what the chat always says. The best wrangler. Tommy C wasn't wrangling shit. All right? They were all fucking messaging each other in the DMs 10 hours apart. One person says, hey, should we go live today? 10 hours later, maybe tomorrow. Like shit like that. It's like fucking so insane. These guys hit the goddamn lottery. This show is at its ultimate fucking peaks. It's done everything that I promised it would do, and they just couldn't pull it together. At one point, I suggested to Wings and Boogie in a meeting, I was like, yeah, you got to do at least one stream a week. That somehow turned into, we're only doing one stream a week. How the fuck could this show survive with one stream a week? So then Wings starts telling this on his channel, right? They clip it. It's everywhere. And now all of a sudden, all the fans are like, what? This is only going to be once a week? So I'm in there in the DMs like, you cannot fucking do that. Like, you literally, the show will die. You got to stream more than once a week. Now, obviously, if shit's going on, it's a dead week, there's nothing to talk about, all this other shit, then fine, right? And then there's the whole situation with Tommy C, who, in my opinion, quit the fucking show. And let me explain. This motherfucker did everything possible to be fired where I had to fire him. So how do we even get there? Let me take you all the way back to Bait It, okay? Bait It podcast. At the very beginning of Bait It, it was me, Colossal is Crazy, and we picked up this guy, Tommy C, who had 200 fucking subscribers. And, at the very beginning, we had to figure out splits. And, Clown had a 200,000 sub channel at the time, but didn't promote, right? Wasn't active, uploading videos and whatnot. So he really couldn't promote the show. Tommy had 200 subscribers. He tried to promote the show, but he has 200 subscribers, right? So I told him right off the bat, I'm going to have to drive all the traffic to the show. I want 50%. You guys figure out your own percentages. Clown took 30, Tommy took 20, whatever. Everyone was happy. They made thousands of dollars on the wildly successful Bait It show, right? But I was the one driving the traffic. Every drama, sending that traffic to Bait It, to grow it, to build it, to do all this stuff, right? Then these guys have the bright idea that they want to have equal splits. No, fuck you. We're not equal. No. And they want to have that debate on the show. Well, I'm sorry. We have the debate on the show. No one's going to say, yeah, Keem's doing the most. He should get at least half, right? No one's going to say that. That's not how the fucking internet works. That's not how it fucking works, right? No one's going to say that. Everyone should get equal share. That's what they're going to say. So it wouldn't be fair, with me doing all the work and pulling all that. So that's how that blew up. And the main thing with Bait It was, we are not talking about fucking finances on the fucking show, all right? At the beginning of Lolcow Live, my idea, my show, whatever, I handpicked Tommy C to come on with Wings and Boogie. That was a recommendation from Nicholas Diorio. There's been a couple of recommendations that haven't worked out there. Everything was fine and all at the very beginning. I mean, there were some hiccups here because you got to kind of get into your groove and whatnot. But the main thing that I kept stressing from the very beginning is do not talk about finances. Do not talk about what you're getting paid, any of this shit. Do not talk about finances. Right away, these guys start talking about finances. I'm getting paid this much and da-da-da. And this and half the information isn't even fucking true. It's not even fucking true. Now, I understand from an audience perspective, right? You would want to know what the finances are. If I was an audience member, I would want to know, well, how much are these guys exactly getting paid and who gets paid what and da-da-da. I would be curious. So if I'm willing to put myself in the audience's shoes, try to put yourself in my shoes. You don't want any of these idiots talking about this. Duh. Like fucking just leaking every bit of fucking private information about the company and the business, and fuck them. You can say L all you want, but it's the fucking truth. And so anyhow, it gets to the point where Boogie is fucking telling CoffeeZilla that he doesn't get paid on the show. Nicholas Duro does a stream and says Tommy only makes $2,000 and 500's getting taken out of it for the trip. None of that's fucking true. And all this false information is being spread out about the finances. And I had enough of it. So I tried to get everyone to sign the NDA. Wings gave me a little bit of pushback, but signed it. Boogie signed it. And fucking Tommy C decided, not only am I not going to sign this, I'm going to fucking post the NDA on Twitter. Okay, well, now you're working against us, bud. You're working against us. And so that was when he was on vacation. I thought, maybe things would calm down. We'll eventually have a meeting. We'll talk this out, once Tommy cools down, once I cool down, because I was pissed too at the time. And we'll figure it all the fuck out, right? Well, he comes back from vacation. Does it work? Doesn't tell the guys, hey, we're streaming at this time, or doesn't do that. Doesn't wrangle Wings and Boogie at all. Doesn't fucking set up the streams. Doesn't do anything. And then when they start suggesting, hey, we need to have a meeting, Tommy goes, fine, but I'm going to record the meetings. Well, now we can't have meetings with you. You're like being impossible to fucking work with. So eventually Boogie gets frustrated and had the fucking worst stream ever, the disaster with all the audio issues and all that shit. He does that fucking stream. I'm ranting about fucking Tommy and all the bullshit because Tommy was there. Tommy was around. He was live tweeting during Boogie's stream. He could have been there. He could have talked about it. They had plans to stream yesterday. And instead of Tommy coming on Lolcow Live, Tommy goes on his own fucking channel, takes his response and puts it on his own channel, forcing me to fire him. All right. Literally doing everything he possibly can to work against the show and not help the show and just hurt the show. So at the end of the day, we had to let go of Tommy C. One of the main things he said is, Keem can absolutely fire me because I was never hired, and the shares thing is a fucking myth, and da-da-da, and Keem technically yes, I own the show, all right? Technically, right? But it all gets confusing when people are leaking, like when Wings is out there, I own 25% and I get this and da-da-da. That's where it all gets fucking confusing. When Boogie, for example, was fired and I bought his shares, I really sent him a contract. I really offered him X amount of dollars for his payout, but it's 25% payout, not necessarily shares. And that's why this gets all fucking confusing, because these idiots leak every single fucking thing they can think of. So that's kind of where we're at with that. We are going to tonight be testing out some new host. There's a bunch of exciting people that are coming on the show to test that out. Right now, I'm going to get... wait, I want to say this about Tommy. One more thing about Tommy. I'm mad, right? But I felt like the stream he did was somewhat respectful, and that was not what I was planning or expecting. Because when Beta broke up, Tommy was fucking saying I have kilos of coke in my house and all this other fucking nonsense and just lying about all these different scenarios. At one point, we were doing a Beta episode and I was fucking tired, right? And I go, damn, I'm going to have to do a line to get ready for this one as a joke, a clear joke. And he's been running with this forever. Yeah, one time I was on the phone with Keem and he's doing cocaine. Another thing Tommy did just recently is he said he wouldn't sign the NDA because then we're going to fake stuff. Like literally pandering to fucking idiots who constantly say the show is fucking fake. But he knows it's not fake. He knows it's not fake. He's literally part of the show. So that was a whole nother fucking thing that he tried to spin. But because he did that response somewhat respectfully, I will not fully close the door on Tommy C. I'll leave a crack. We may or may not see him in the future. I don't know. But right now, we need to separate from Tommy C. So that's where we're at with that. Live on air, we have the Boogster, or we should have the Boogster.
It is Tipples the Clown.
Oh God.
Hi everybody. Don't lie about cancer, or else you'll have to get a Medicare hat.
You don't have your camera on. Audio issues once again. No camera.
What the fuck?
You're an idiot. Same thing with the audio yesterday. It was like, I don't know what the fuck that was. Or what was it, 2 days ago? Whatever it was. Where's Wings?
I fixed these audio issues. Do you have audio issues?
The audio is fine, but I'm just saying your stream had the audio issues. That was a fucking disaster.
Right, okay.
You got the Medicare hat on.
Hi, Keith. It's me, Tipples the Clown. Who wants to tweak my titties?
You're an idiot. Absolute idiot. And ladies and gentlemen, the Wings
Can I tweak some titties?
Redemption.
Get in here. Hi, Jordy.
Hello.
What are we talking about first?
We're going to just drag people in. And this is basically like American Idol. All right?
Yeah.
People are going to come in here. They're going to have like a minute to like showcase their skills or whatever. If we want them out, we go, If all three of us, they're out. They're done. Right? And if they last through the stage, which is the first minute, if they're good, we'll let them stay on a little bit longer. If they suck, we'll kick them out right away. Like that type of shit. Yeah,
I got some bangers lined up. I got some people I genuinely think could be a good host.
Okay. Your audio's low now, all of a sudden.
Okay, hold on.
So like there was this requirement that they had to have. They had to be like a member.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
you got to
like none of my guys are lined up as members.
Well, all of my guys just signed up. They can afford $5 or whatever.
Yeah. Why can't they just sign up to be a member?
Yeah.
What's the issue?
I feel like that's a labor issue. Honestly, you can't make somebody pay to put an application in.
Oh my God. Bro, are you serious right now?
I'm dead serious. I think it's a bullshit fucking requirement.
So we'll just end the show then. I guess. All right, fine. We're just not going to do it.
I'm subscribed to the YouTube channel. I have a membership.
Why is it always just like work against everything? Like I don't get it. It's not an issue.
I just don't. It is an issue. Like what if they don't have the money?
If they don't have $5, they probably can't host the show.
If they don't have $5 or whatever, if they're not a member, then they probably don't have a good camera. They probably don't have a good fucking mic. They're probably not equipped to even remotely even do this job.
Yeah.
And wouldn't we want like someone to host the show that actually loves the show?
Yes.
I mean, I don't know. Like we have to put some type of firewall in the Discord so the people that are waiting, that come up aren't just going to come on here and say racist stuff. You know what I mean? There has to be some type of filter.
I understand that, but like the fact is, me and Boogie has handpicked the guys that we're going to pull in here, right? And then you take that, and then you're like, okay, I know you want to make the side money and all this stuff, but hey, I'm gonna need you to give me some money so I can pull you in.
Yeah, I mean, my guys just coughed up the $5 because they want to be on the show. They're interested in being on the show. They're excited to be on the show.
I feel like an asshole asking for money to just apply for a job with me.
I don't give a fuck.
Then Venmo them $5, Jordy.
What the fuck? I don't care.
If your bleeding little heart feels so bad about them coughing up $5, Venmo the bitches.
Keem hates the poor. A part of me does hate the poor. A part of me does hate the poor, because I feel like I believe everybody has the capability to be successful. Now I understand like rare circumstances, somebody could be down on their luck or whatever. But yeah, part of me like hates the poor, and I think that's just like normal. I think most people that work their butt off, make money, probably look at people that are poor and think to themselves like, bro, why can't you figure this out? I mean, I think that's like a pretty normal thing. Now,
also, do you know who else hates the poor? The poor. They hate themselves and they hate each other. And I know this because I grew up poor. I've been broke out most of my life. They fucking hate themselves. They hate each other. It's reality.
Is that bad to say? Am I going to get canceled for what I just said?
We're literally considered down in the poor, and the fact is, none of the people I have lined up I would construe as poor.
Right.
But the fact is, I just feel like I feel like an asshole being like, "Hey, I'm gonna need some money from you to come."
Then PayPal them
audition for the
$5,
show.
man. You'll be all right.
Oh, chat didn't like that. They're giving me L's. Okay, so all right, chat. Let's get this show on the road. All right, we got to get that. Do you guys want to voice your opinion on Tommy? Did you hear the last thing I said? I said, listen, I'm going to leave the door open a crack. Maybe in the future things can be amends or something. Because like another thing that I didn't talk about, which I probably should have talked about, is I have not been liking Tommy's performances. And that's also another issue on top of this. Whatever Keemstar wants, I'm going to do the exact opposite type shit that he's been doing. So I don't know. It's just
Here's what I will say about Tommy. What I wanted when I did my Saturday stream was I wanted Tommy to come in there and fight for the job and fight for the show. You know, when you originally said you were retiring, you know what he said to me that morning? He said, well, then let's just do one final episode and say goodbye.
Yeah,
I'm
he was quitting. He was quitting. This is the thing. People don't know this. He literally told you guys, hey, let's just do one show and call it a day. He was literally quitting before he went on vacation.
Right. And it's frustrating because what I wanted from Tommy this whole time is take charge like you did, put together good shows, and wrangle me and Jordy, who we're fucking fat and lazy. That's just the reality of it. We need somebody in charge.
Tommy said this. He goes, look, Keem made Boogie get the tattoo. My tattoo was the NDA, which I don't know how he comes to that conclusion, but okay. So
also, you told me not to get the tattoo the day of. You told me not to.
It's literally like a nonstop like pandering to the audience that he does, right? And the whole idea of like, I'm not going to sign the NDA, guys, because then they're going to do fake stuff, like just pandering to the people that say fake, forced drama, It's always this pandering shit. I've seen him on his own show, and he's like, I'm never going to be a part of no fake scripted stuff, and you can trust me on that, and Well, who are you talking to? The show's not scripted. Why are you even saying that? Why are you doing this pandering speech bullshit?
A year before this show signed up, you got me to talk about cancer on my YouTube channel so that if we created a show a year later, then a year after